Greetings, salutations, and here we are at our build at sunset for what is really a conclusion video as well as some final decorations and crafting changes that I've made to the build. So, with how this is being narrated, obviously you'll see that there's something different going on. So what I've opted to do this time is experiment with a new style. So what we're going to be doing is, as it gets to dark, we are going to tour the build, look at everything we've done, changes and final sets of different rooms, explore everything, and just enjoy what is the culmination of our treehouse build. So let's go take a look. Personally, I like viewing these things at night because the darkness gives the lanterns a nice glow to them. The first room we've got, this used to be our starter house. Really, I just decided, you know what? I like pots. I like potted flowers. I like potted mushrooms. This just kind of turned into like a nice opening garden for us to wander into. We'll go ahead and walk across our hanging bridge, which we've got some decent views out either side of. Desert build there in the back, and you'll see the changes there. But we'll do things in order. We've got some new tables, more potted flowers, same basic crafting and storage setup here with the tree. This is for our mine. Let me actually find the hole down, and whoosh! Never gets old. Never gets old. I kind of just expanded those. That's where the tunnels would be dug. We're not actually digging the tunnels, so we just have the reciprocal here, blast furnace, storage, and then we can blast all the way right back up. Takes just a little bit, but not worried about anything. Flip us around, and we're back. So then here's the addition for the crafting room. I've expanded these trees to kind of create empty voids in between them. And so what we've got is, on this side, anvils. And yes, I realize this block has no use as of yet. The archery table has no purpose. Fletcher's table, no purpose. It might get a purpose later, though. And so I just have it sitting here. We have the smithing table here, as well as barrels down below, which would allow us to store anything we need for the reciprocal. Reciprocal? Yeah. For the various industries that you have set up around each, and then a crafting bench for ease. Over here, we have the cartographer's table, loom, and smokers. Smokers on this end because you're right near where the potats are grown, and you could smoke up your potats. Let's see, we got a split here. Let's go knock out the enchanting tree first. The enchanting tree functions as one of the observation points for the build. We've got our enchanting table up here. We've got a nice view out over the desert. We can look back at our house, at the other tower. I've knocked a hole in the fence just right there so we can get out. We can observe if we want to jump down and work on the roof. We can. We can see the grand potato fields. And of course, chest for ease of access. And we'll head back down, back into the build. Rest of this, not really any changes. I think the barrels are maybe the last change that I've made, just to provide some storage out here for the potatoes or for whatever crop you would grow if you wish to play via any inferior playstyle that does not involve potatoes. Or I guess you could have wheat, carrots, for the breeding of animals. We have our dining room, storage barrels, chairs, with the fancy sign texturing that I kind of like, using the armrests as different than the signs on the back, just to break up the squareness of it. The other side, just an observation deck where you can watch the rain roll in, see the lightning. Yep, that's doing it live. We go up our ladder, we'll end at the bed. We do have a very fancy bedroom. And it is worth noting that the way we've got the drip set up, that you get drip. Oh, come on, where's the drip? Right there on the edge. There, you can kind of see it looking back that way. Got a little bit of drip on the edge. A little less drip when you get to the fencing. But then once you get inside, it's completely... It just kind of gives the idea that it's open, there's still rain coming in, even though you really can't simulate wind. I swear one of them just got in my eye. But I digress. We have our back porch. Nothing really changed here. Opens up to the Grand Tower. We're able to get a nice view of all our surrounding and other builds that we either have already constructed or will construct. Got a nice view back down onto our build as it exists. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this. I've said it before on our stream on Sundays, mornings, on our morning streams, that this is probably my favorite build that we've ever done. Anything that is interior tree like this, just 10 out of 10. Favorite thing to do. Got our enchanted armors here. Really just standing guard over us as we sleep. And then we have the purple bed to nap in. As well as some cleverly mistyped chat commands. Then we have day. And that's our build. And that's really all we've got. But it's enough to be enjoyable. As a survival build, I think it's quite good. In creative, it implements some different techniques that we've not used before. Architecturally, I like the use of grown trees for us to build in. Gives it more of a... People had said elven. I think it's forest gnome. I think this is more of a forest gnome build. Because it's not quite... I don't know. All the elven builds in Tolkien don't have handrails. And at least for the majority of our build, we've got handrails. Because gnomes are all about safety. Ish. Safety-ish. And that's what this build is. It's a nice, safe-ish build. Gonna keep you good, keep you happy. And really, just give you a nice area to play around and venture out into the surrounding countryside. Next week, we are going to be starting on... Well, okay, no, I was gonna say we're gonna be starting on build, but that's a lie. Because while I was looking around, I actually found something. Right around here, if I remember correctly. Yes, so we have the world set on peaceful because I was having trouble with things showing up. And let me actually just get a lantern real quick. Oh, there, here it is. We actually have a zombie spawner. And so what I figured we'd do is, before I put it on peaceful, apparently an Enderman was in here, is I would kind of just show off what my design for a spawner is, or a spawn grinder. It's a little different than what other people have done, so there's a little bit to be learned, a little bit to be seen, and some mechanics to enjoy. So we'll have that set up for next week, where we'll kind of show off exactly how it works, and how I enjoy setting up XP grinders, when I set up XP grinders. So with that said, it's been a pleasure. Hope you like this new style. Know that I love you. Know that we love you. Know that through everything, best of vibes. Have a great night.